Okay, today we are in team 9. The subject of our 9 is about modern heroes and heroines. And now I think you see the cover. I think there are some popular men, women and sportsmen. Okay, you see some of them, and then you know some of them, and we are trying to understand who the others are. Okay, yes, okay. And it's the weaving part. Working groups of 4 and with the dictionary and well, and write a few example sentences and then share them with the class. And the first one, hero, a person, especially a man, who is admired by many people for doing something brave or good. And Einstein is all the time hero of all scientists, and many people in the world think Superman is the most popular hero. I think you know the meaning of hero. It's a very common word. Okay, hero. And then heroine, a girl or woman who is admired but she has done something very brave or has achieved something great. Halide Edip remains one of the heroines and Turkish war of the independence. And my sister favors heroine is Star, a member of the X-Men. Okay, and I think you understand the differences. Yes, generally especially man hero and the other is about women or girls. Okay, working groups for brainstorming for famous heroines and make-alix. And it depends on you, whatever you make, whatever list you make. Okay, you can write like that about heroes and heroines. And for example, maybe X-Men can be your hero. Okay, Superman can be your hero, or as a heroine, for example, Sheila can be your hero. They are cartoon characters. But for example, as a man, Einstein can be your hero. Okay, Atatürk can be your hero. Okay, but for example, as heroine, who can we say? Marie Curie can be your hero as a scientist. You can make the list more while doing sentences like that. And while you review part, watch the video and answer the question. Yes, of course it's about video, but it is for being an audio lesson. First of all, I'm going to read the video and we're trying to understand and we're trying to answer the questions. Okay, and let's listen to me so carefully about 9 and 1. Many people like watching superheroes as they find them very interesting. Here are some popular superheroes. The first one is Iron Man. His real name is Tony Stark and he is an engineer. He designed a special suit of armor with weapons and many technological devices. When he hears his suit, he has some superheroes such as superhuman strength and supersonic speed. He can fly. He can fight very well. Another example is Heroine, and she is the invisible woman. Her real name is Sue Richards. She is a scientist. She is a member of Fantastic Four. Cosmic radiation caused the team members to have different superpowers. Her superpower is invisibility. She can become invisible. In this way, nobody can see her if she doesn't want. Who is your favorite superhero? What superheroes would you choose to have if you could watch? Yes, this was the story. This was the story. And is the video about any hero or superheroes in your list? Yes, video is about superheroes in our list, I think. And then what superheroes can you see in the video? I think we heard Tony Stark. Yes, and then what did we hear? Sue Richards as a heroine. Okay, I think we know we heard the name of that. I am asking the questions because you aren't here, and for this reason I'm giving the video in overall position, and after that I'm reading the questions. I'm answering instead of you. Why? Because you aren't here. But of course in the class environment you are going to answer all the questions and I'm going to give you right. Okay, Yes. And again, watch the video and complete the table. And we said it also, superhero and what are their names. We said it. Yes. And his current job, Tony Stark's current job, engineer. Yes. Yes. And Sue Rich's job, real job, she's a scientist. Okay, we can put here like that. That's their real jobs and current jobs. Okay, that's good. That's good. Read the words from 1 to 3 and watch the video again and work out their meanings from the context and match them with the definitions from A to C. Okay, from A to C. Okay, weapon. An object such as gun, bomb, etc. used for fighting. Superpower. What superpower is? An extraordinary power or ability. Okay? And invisibility, the act or state of not being able to be seen. Okay? Yes. And watch again and choose all the correct options for each superhero. Yes? Let's try to understand it. The first hero has superpowers like superhuman strength. Yes, it can be. And then has superpowers like supersonic speed. Yes, also that's true. And a superhero can fly, of course. Yes, he can fly. And then the superhero uses spatial devices. Yes, uses spatial devices. And the heroine, what does she do? Let's try to understand what she does. And can we say can become invisible? Yes. And then works with her team members. Yes, it's true. We can say about the heroines. Okay. After you review pop working groups of 4 and discuss the questions. Do you like watching superheroes? Yes, what can we say to these questions? Of course, I like watching superheroes. Why? What can we say to this question? Because it takes us to different environments, okay? It makes us excited, and for this reason we like superheroes. And of course, if you don't like superheroes, for example, you say, yes, I don't like superheroes, and why not? So why not can't we? Because they aren't real. In the real life, we don't see superheroes. We see just humans, and humans can do whatever they can. And for this reason, superheroes. Maybe we can evaluate the people as superheroes, the things that they do, according to their words. The person who did big works and important works can be said superheroes. And for this reason, you may not believe in superheroes. That may be the reason. And also, who is your favorite superhero? What can we say? Who is our favorite superhero? Spider-Man. Why not? Batman, Superman. Okay? What superpowers would you choose to have if I could? Oh, what superpowers would you choose if I could? In the classes, for example, once upon a time I asked these questions, really. And when you were a superpower, for example, what could you do? What would you do? And they say that, for example, they want to fly. Yes, most of them want to fly. This is the reason. You may say that, for example, I could fly. And then, for example, what can you see? For example, when you blow, okay, like a Superman, maybe you can make everything ice, or you can burn everything. You may want things like that. Okay, it depends on you. It is your choice. And here in listening part, before you listen, work groups 4 and think of possible advantages and disadvantages of being superhero and make sentences as in the example. share your opinions with the class. If I were a hero or heroine, for example, I couldn't what or I wouldn't what. But for this reason, to understand this or to do this part, first we should understand the listening part. Yes, we should understand the listening part. Okay. Okay. And let's try to understand the listening one. After do that, we will continue. Hi Rita, hi Ken, what are you doing? I'm reading a blog about superheroes. Really? I find superheroes interesting. I love watching movies about Jan. Me too. I watched a movie about Ant-Man. I think he's great. Well, I prefer Superman over all the other superheroes. In my opinion, he is the best superhero of all time. I think Ant-Man is really successful. He is very powerful when she wears the Ant-Man suit. He has different superpowers. He can become very small or very big. If you ask me, Superman is more powerful than him. Definitely, he is the strongest of all. He is as strong as a bull and as brave as a lion. Yeah, that's right. Superman is also the most helpful. I wish I were a superhero. If I were a superhero, I would help everyone. Would you like to have superpowers, Rita? Yes, of course. If I had superpowers, I could fly. That would be fantastic. I would go everywhere and develop very fast. I wish I could fly. Me too. Why don't we watch a DVD about a superhero? Yeah, why not? That's a very good idea. That's a very good idea. Listen to the conversations again. What superheroes are teenagers talking about? Okay, listen again and cycle the correct alternatives. Yes, cycle the correct alternatives. 1. What can we say, Rita or Ken? I think Rita. And in 2, Ken thinks superheroes are, of course, according to the passage, according to the listening part that I said to you, it is interesting. I think the third one, Rita thinks that Ant-Man is helpful or successful. I think successful. Yes, and the fourth one, Ant-Man has different superpowers, like the ability to become a big or clever. I think big. Yes, and the 5, Ken thinks Superman is more talented or powerful. I think powerful than Ant-Man. And 6, Ken says, if he were a superhero, he would be very attractive or helpful. And the last one, Rita says that if she had superpowers, she could fly or protective or fly. Yes. Listen to class discussion and choose the correct answer again. It's about audio 9.2. Okay. The teacher says, okay class, our topic today is imaginary situations. So the teacher and the students are talking about what? To understand that, first of all, let me read the 9.2, okay, the audio part. And after that, let's try to find the answers. Yes. Listen to me so carefully, please. Okay, class, our topic today is imaginary situations. First, I would like to ask you some questions. Here is the first one. If I were a superhero, who would you be? Who wants to answer? Yes, Lorna. If I were a superhero, I'd be one woman. In my view, she's the best heroine and she's extremely strong. I wish I were a heroine like her. What would you do if you had the superpowers, Lorna? If I had superpowers, I would stop all the wars in the world. I hate wars. You're lucky, Lorna. Wars are terrible. Yes, William. What about you? If I were a superhero, what would you be? If I were a superhero, I would be Mr. Fantastic. You know, he's one of the Fantastic Four. Actually, he's the captain of them. He is unbelievable. He can stretch his body into different forms and length. I wish I had superpowers like him. What would you do if you had superpowers, William? If I had superpowers, I would go everywhere in the world and help people who need me. That's a very good answer, William. And now I'm asking another question. What would you do if I were an invisible for a day? Yes, Jessica. If I were invisible for a day, I would go for my favorite singer's concerts. I want to listen to his live performance, but I can't find a ticket for his concert next Saturday. That would be great if I could go there. I wish I could. Alright, Jessica, who wants to answer the same question? Okay. And then so the teacher and his students are talking about according to the dialogue that I read you, I think situations and her imagination. Yes. And listen and complete these sentences. It's part D. Listen and complete the sentences. I think there are fine things. Okay. Lorna thinks Wonder Woman is the best heroine because she is extremely strong. And 2, if Lorna had superpowers, she would stop wars in the world. And 3, in William's view, Mr. Fantastic. In William's view, yes, Mr. Fantastic is an incredible superhero because he can stretch his body into many forms and length. And 4, if William had superpowers, he'd go everywhere in the world because he wants to help. He wants to help people who are in trouble. And 5, if Jessica were invisible for a day, he would go to her favorite singer's concerts. Okay? Yes, his favorite singer's concerts. Okay. Now we will continue after you listen part. Okay? Yes, after you listen part. Working for discuss these questions, take notes of your group members and answers. If you would be, if you were, but who would you be if you were a superhero? If I were a superhero, I would be, for example, what? Batman. What would you do if I were invisible for a day? For example, I think I would find all bad people and I will punish them because they won't see me, and when they don't see me, I can understand. I can do whatever I want, and for this reason, I think that's very good to be invisible, at least for a day. But if I can be invisible all time, for example, it can be an unbelievable thing. Yeah. Use your notes and report to your group member answer to class, and listen to all the answers and decide who is the most popular superhero according to your classmates. Okay, but for doing these sentences, we can be in the class. If we were in the class, we would do lots of things, but I'm so sorry for that. I'm just answering the questions. It is a problem for us. Yes. Idioms, proverbs, and corner part. Read the sentence from the first video in while you listen and answer the questions. Ken talks about his favorite superhero. He says he is as strong as a ball and as brave as a lion. Why does Ken use these idioms? Yes. Okay, I think blue is the symbol of strong things, and lion is the symbol of bravery, and for this reasons they use these adjectives for these animals, and also people uses these animals as a symbol of these two terms. Yes. And pronunciation part, listen and the following sentences from the second audio while you listen and practice them from 9 to 3. Yes, practice them 9 to 3. If I were a superhero, I would be a Wonder Woman. If I had superpowers, I would stop all the wars in the world. If I were a superhero, I would be Mr. Fantastic. If I had superpowers, I would go everywhere in the world and help some people who need me. And if I were invisible, for example, I would go to my favorite singers' concerts. Yes, they are trying to understand the present unreal parts of conditional. Okay, but the grammar was given by another teacher, and for this reason I am not explaining you the grammar parts. Okay, because I think you know the real grammar, and for this reason I am just doing the book, and then I am doing the book's exercises. You can understand the book's exercises from me in here. Okay, and you will get the grammatical subjects of themes units, okay, in the other videos. Understand? And for this reason I'm not explaining grammar to you. And speaking of, think about you would do if you were hero or heroine, and make notes below, then use them, share with your opinions with your classmates. Okay, I think I said something about that. Okay, and for example, if I say the same, if I say things about that, I'm gonna say the same things, and for this reason it makes no sense. And if I were in the class, of course we would do lots of swinging parts, but I think that you understand these parts. Okay, would you, could you, and then the superheroes, and I'm sure that you can easily speak about them. Okay, yes, we will continue the other parts of units in the other video. Okay, now I'm cutting the first part of this video. Okay, see you in the next time.